Hi, I am David Nair, founder of IXL University for Excellence Peak Performance. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to David Nair podcast. Through the year, we will be covering a Fire to Wire series of podcasts that will spark the flame to ignite your day. In each episode, ladies and gentlemen, we will deep dive into the transformative powers of morning rituals, practices, and modalities for shift, the secret sauce that propels high achievers to new heights. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
As we start our day, as we wind up, as we look into the way we wound up yesterday, we feel the same way this morning, the way we wound up. Reflect, let's reflect on the way that I was able to wind up last night, went throughout my day. Did I write down the points? What went well? What I can do better? What was I grateful for? And then what can I do tomorrow to make it into a better day, to make it into a more fruitful day, a more productive day? Here I am in the morning thinking about my day today, which actually started last night. As I start my day, I have very minimal levels of cortisol, actually zero levels of cortisol and zero stress. And this is the time that I can soak in a lot of thoughts, a lot of knowledge, a lot of nuggets of wisdom. Let me start with breathing. My breath is going in. Only we have to observe our breath. Breath is going out. No heavy breathing, normal breathing, not much of effort, hardly any effort in normal breathing, not to get tired. Breath is going out. And as the breath is going out, we prolong the exhalation. Let's do it 10 times. And as we are breathing, realize that our stomach is coming out when we take in the breath in inhalation. And as we breathe out, the stomach is going in. A balloon is becoming bigger when we take in, so like our abdominal cavity is like a balloon. So as we take inhalation, the balloon comes out, and then we deflate the balloon and it becomes flat. Let's continue that. Observe the abdominal breathing, prolong the exhalation. The benefit of slow breathe out is it's known as heart rate variation. It is noticed that when we breathe slowly, our heart rate becomes very slow. And because of that, we get into the parasympathetic mode. Life is all about getting into the parasympathetic mode. It's about getting into a conflict to peace. It's about getting into instability to stability. It's about getting from the negativity to positivity. So when we do that, automatically we're getting into the parasympathetic mode. And as we breathe out slowly, we getting into that parasympathetic mode, into the calmness mode, into the peace mode, into the calmness, quiet mode. And that's what we want. And that is the time when we can absorb maximum. So let's do that as we prolong our exhalation. get into it's called the HRV, the heart rate variability. And they've done so many studies to show that the heart rate becomes smaller and less. As we come into this parasympathetic mode, and as we become so calm, we can visualize and we can think about our thinking patterns, our belief patterns. And these belief patterns are so engraved inside us that they change the intelligence of each and every cell of the body. So the universe is so intelligent. It has made our body in such a way that each and every cell of our body is actually very, very intelligent. It's, filled with intelligence, and it is so intelligent that it knows how to heal itself, every cell of our body, whether it's a heart, whether it's a brain, whether it's a liver, the spleen, or whatever. So whatever input we are giving to this part of our body, the same thing is going to come out. Each cell knows how to survive, it knows how to thrive. But what are we pushing inside of each cell? If we are going to push in negativity, 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 what can it do? That's what gets engraved in the intelligence of the cell. If you're going to push in sugar, if you're going to push in fat, if you're going to push in trans fat, and we want to eat chips, and we want to eat all the saturated fatty things, what can the cell do? The cell takes in, the cell takes in, the cell takes in. The organelles of the cell destroy themselves. They destroy, they destroy, they destroy. And then ultimately, the cell has no choice but to die or to get into cancer or to get into some disease. So there are only 2 or 3 possibilities that the cell can do if it's not able to survive. So our aim is to actually do the breathing exercises, do the sadhana as we call it, do the positivity, do the affirmations, talk beautifully, celebrate life, introduce love into our lives. And all this positivity helps the cell to thrive. And when we keep it away from trans fat and saturated fat and from excessive sugar, automatically the cell learns to thrive. And negativity and grief and conflict, resentment, bitterness, all these are poisons for our cells. And then we say that, I'm not able to move forward in my life. Ego, the biggest, what you call poison for our cell. As we breathe in and breathe out, as we look inside and look at our thought patterns, and we have to change our negative thinking. If we don't change it, we are in deep, deep trouble. This negative thinking is actually changing the structure of our brain cell, of our each and every cell. And that is what Bruce Lipton is talking about, the biology of belief. And there are so many books, hundreds and thousands of books on epigenetics, which are showing these changes happening deep, 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 deep into our cells. So a person who came to me yesterday, like, for example, a little elderly lady, I can't do this. I can't change myself. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. So that is our mindset. Are we open to change? Are we open to going into the discomfort zone? I asked this of the younger generation. I had the same answer of the younger generation, but then I explained to them, younger generation, you can change. There is a possibility of changing. We have to go into the discomfort zone. There is no other way out. We'll be thrown out of the universe otherwise. That is the only way. If we want to be helped by the universe, then we have to align ourselves beautifully with the universe. That is what we're talking about. Feeling grateful, feeling love inside our heart, making beautiful relationships, letting go, not catching the negativity in our hands, she did this, she did that, and not letting it go. It's like a hot charcoal in our hand. And this hot charcoal not only burns me, it burns inside of me also, and it also burns the other person, but not so much the other person, it burns me more. So keeping the anger inside us, keeping the resentment inside us, we're in deep trouble. It's causing the changes in ourselves. We don't even realize it. At least we can use this as an incentive to become better human beings. because it affects our own health. I say that if you really want to feel happier, you can use it that I want to let go, let it be, let it go. I mean, it's okay. That person did that, it's fine. There's a lesson to learn also at that time, because when I grow in that moment, when I let go, I grow in that moment. We are roaming around in this world with a very fragile heart. The fragility is so much that someone has to just open their mouth and we are already broken into pieces. We're not made to be so fragile. We are strong individuals, we're strong human beings. God didn't plan to make us like this fragile. We have to become strong. When the boat is going, it has to set its sails around the storms of life. We got to have a shield around us. All the time, we cannot keep blaming the storm and the thunder and the weather and the bureaucracy and the people in the environment and all of that. We can't do that. We can't live like that. We have to become strong within ourselves and make a shield so that no matter what happens, whether it's rain or storm or thunder or whatever, we will remain strong and we will remain loving and we will remain celebrating our life and we will remain in that same beautiful state of mind. That is the only way we can progress in life. We cannot progress in life if we are negative. We get stuck up for small, 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 small things. And let me tell you that negativity works in a loop. I'm not good enough. She did that. She doesn't respect me. I'm all alone. No one loves me in this world. And that loop is something which stops us from moving forward in our life. So as we move forward, as we show gratitude to the universe for all that we have, the world, the universe has contributed so many ways for us to reach where we are. And let's become grateful for all those people, for the big chain of events in our life, which has made us who we are today. So let's start our day feeling happy, grateful, fulfilled, abundant, prosperous, and taking a promise, making a promise to myself that I'm going to be happy today, I'm going to be productive today, and no matter what, I'm going to reach my maximum capacity of work today because I'm not going to get upset, I'm not going to get angry, I'm not going to get affected by the environment. It's a promise that we make to ourselves and we abide by that promise. Thank you so much.